Hello, and welcome to the application tutorial for Roundup River Ranch. My name is Marty Dunning. I'm the program coordinator here at Roundup River Ranch, and on behalf of the whole team, I want to share with you our excitement of your interest in camp and the application process. And so today we're hoping to help you get through that process as easily as possible. I'm going to start again. Hello, and welcome to the Roundup River Ranch application tutorial. My name is Marty Dunning, and I'm the program coordinator here at Roundup River Ranch. On behalf of the whole team, I want to share with you our thanks for applying to camp and trying to learn more about this process. And if at any time you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, particularly at the contact information I'm about to show you. I'm going to start again. Hello, and welcome to the Roundup River Ranch application tutorial. My name is Marty Dunning, the program coordinator here at camp, and on behalf of the whole Roundup River Ranch team, I want to thank you for your interest in camp. To start the application process, you will go to our website, which is www.roundupriverranch.org. Scroll over Campers and click on Apply for Camp. This webinar is being recorded before we launch, so please note that whenever you go to apply for camp, there will be a link somewhere around in here to send you through the enrollment process. This page is also important because it has the contact information for Casey Popovich, our camper recruiter. If at any time you have any questions or concerns with the application process, please come back here, find Casey's contact information, and reach out to her. Once you click on this link, you will be sent to the new family enrollment page for Roundup River Ranch. Note that there are plenty of fields on here that are considered mandatory, and those are denoted by their being bold with an asterisk after that. There are other fields on this page that we ask you that are not mandatory, but we feel it's important to best serve you that you fill out as many of these things as possible. So please consider that as you go through this process. One thing to take note of, if you're considering applying for family camp, all people, children or adults that are considering applying to camp will be considered as campers. So if you want to go on and start this process now of adding multiple campers, you can click Add Another Camper. I'm not going to do that right now, just so I can show you what the process looks like if you just go through and enroll your camper with a diagnosis first, which is actually what we recommend you doing. So once you reach the end of this page, we'll have you click on Continue to Enrollment Options. At this point, you will receive an email with the contact from the email above that has your login information for this parent dashboard that you're about to see. If at any time you need to step away from the application process and come back, please reference that email as to how to re-access your parent dashboard. You can also do that by clicking on Returning Families. Click here, and it will give you a place to insert your email address and password, which is provided to you through your email. So once you click this Continue to Enrollment Options button, you will be sent directly to the Parent Dashboard enrollment page. Please note that any instructions or resources that we have available for you throughout the application process live on our home page, which you may or may not get to see. So click on that page and you'll be able to access things such as printable instructions that you can have sitting next to your computer as you finish this process, or this webinar that you're currently sitting through. And at any time you can get back to your enrollment process just by hitting the tab above. Please note that the enrollment process consists of session selection, general camper information, and filling out the web-based forms on our forms page. So you access this by enrolling your camper. In this case, it is me. There will be options for summer camp, family camp, camper with a diagnosis application, and family camp, other family member application. So click on what is the most appropriate for you or the camper that this application is for. So for Martin Dunning, I want to say that he's wanting to attend Summer Camp 2 and Family Camp 8. Once those are selected, which you can just click on anything you need, press Save and Continue, and you will be sent to our camper general information page. Again, there are bold fields and fields that are not bold, so they're mandatory versus not mandatory. But we ask that you fill this out as full as possible so we can best serve you. Once you've filled this out, click on Save and Continue. And if at any point through this process there are mandatory fields, if you haven't filled something out, it will highlight the area in which you need to continue working in red and give you an error message on your computer stating that there was an error on the page because you didn't complete all mandatory fields. Happens to the best of us, but just wanted to give you that note as we went through this process. So we hit Save and Continue, and you'll be sent to our Parent Dashboard Forms page. On this page, you'll note that there are 6 web forms, which are these little globes with green circles around them. And then there are multiple printed forms. To fulfill the enrollment process for Roundup River Ranch, we ask that you finish all web-based forms in their entirety, which you'll see those as required to enroll listed as yes. Once you finish those, the red no that you see under Received will turn green and say yes and have the date in which you submitted the forms. Each of those forms look differently, and you can fill those out as you need. And at the bottom, it will have a Save and Submit Form button for you to hit. Once you finish all those web forms, please press Continue to Checkout and finish that process. After you finish your checkout, there is still some work that needs to be done for the application process. And what that means is that there are these red squares that say printed form that are things that need to be filled out as well. And these include physical exam form, Colorado state immunization form, flu vaccine, specialty physician or provider's clinic notes, and medical insurance card copy. There are also forms specific to each illness that will populate based on which sessions you apply for. So please pay note of that. All children with a diagnosis that are applying for camp must fill out their illness-specific form, physical exam form, Colorado state immunization form, flu vaccine, clinic notes, and submit a copy of their medical insurance. If a child is applying for camp that does not have a diagnosis, they are required to submit their Colorado state immunization form and their flu vaccine form. And anybody that is an adult that is looking to apply for family camp must submit the flu vaccine form and submit a copy of their medical insurance card to be considered as an applicant for camp. Please note in that each one of those had the flu vaccine form needed for upload. We do require that everybody attending camp, unless they can't medically have the flu vaccine, that everybody gets the flu vaccine for the season to best serve everybody who is at camp during the time that this camper is there. So please pay particular note of that. Within each of these, if you click on, for instance, this 2017 physical exam form, you will have a link to download the form, which it'll pull it up in the same window as a PDF. And you can print it out there, or you can send it to your doctor's office for them to print out. And then if you could, upload the form by coming here to Browse, selecting the form, and Submit. That is fantastic. But if you are unable to upload the form, you are also available to provide it by fax at 888-524-2477 or by mail to Roundup River Ranch, care of Camper Recruiter at 8333 Colorado River Road, Gypsum, Colorado 81637. Earlier I mentioned that it was important in how we feel that you complete the process for your camper with the diagnosis first. And then after that, you can fill out for other members of your family for family camp. And how you would do that, you come up here to My Account, press Add Camper, and then type in a first name and a last name, select a gender and a birth date for that person. And you can fill out this information as well, but the above 4 fields are mandatory. You can also upload a photo. Click on Add Camper, and then once you go to enrollment, that person will be listed right there. Anybody who is applying for camp, whether they be a child or an adult, even if they are the parent that has already filled out contact information, needs to create a camper account and complete the enrollment process as that camper. Once you've completed the process for everybody who's looking to attend family camp or summer camp through your family and you've checked everybody out, we will contact you regarding any application information. You will receive an email once you check out with your enrollment. You will receive an email once we are reviewing your application after you've turned in all those printed forms. Please note that it will take about 6 to 8 weeks to review the application once all forms have been submitted. And then once this process is done, if you are accepted to camp, you will receive your official acceptance letter for camp via email. I believe that that is hopefully everything that you might need to know to register for camp. If you need any more information or have any more questions, if you can click on the home page and you'll find Casey's contact information again, listed here as 970-524-5713, or you can email her at casey@roundupriverranch.org. I want to thank you for taking the time today to go through this tutorial with me, and we look forward to seeing your application soon.